1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
The power of destruction.
Watching your back.
Get ready for a shot! Don't worry, my friend.
Maximum power. Get in there.
Surrender my will.
Your strength fades. Head equals.
Wedding.
Glory!
Graviton surge is ready.
Огонь по готовности. Огонь по готовности.
Back in the fight.
Get into position. Our inevitable victory beckons.
Double Nano administered. Round 1 complete.
Powerful!
Hi.
Score 0-0. Switching sides.
Do something. Take your medicine. Hello.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Don't hold back. Maximum charge.
Victory. Play of the game. Double kill.
Get in there. Repair the damage.
Yo, Athena better let you cast. She said ask 14. Alright, she's telling me to ask 14. If 14 doesn't get on and see my message, we're just gonna play it. And then I'll just take a suspension and say it was my idea. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, your mic's good. Okay, 14 is online. He saw my message. So let's see. We gotta wait for the consensus here from 14. Oh yeah. Yeah, I didn't talk at all that first map because I had no one in a party or a group with me, so it wasn't gonna record my audio. So the entire first map VOD is just silent.
What SR am I, dude? 2744 Reinhardt main. Let's go, boys. Easy clap. I gotta make my, I've never spectated a game before.
That's okay. You don't have to worry about spectating too much. My fucking
Just gotta
spectating is
watch the
basically
alt bars.
T2ers. Looks like you're casting. No one said anything.
PogChamp. Is the stream on right now?
There is no stream. I'm just VODing it for YouTube. I get
Hello,
like 3 megabit
future
upload.
members.
I get like 3 megabit upload, so I can't stream.
So in a couple of hours, half of this will be uploaded onto YouTube.
Quite a few hours. I've got a
Nice.
lot of VODs to upload. I got all 4 from the Soul Scrim, and now this.
Looks like they're running a Widow. I mean, this on Ilios, this is probably the best map for a Widow on both teams.
Oh yeah, dude.
They're looking
This
pretty
is
similar
this is a
comp-wise.
terribly designed map, but it's good for Widow.
It's good for Widow. It's good for Ryan Zarya. I mean, not a lot of hallways to get shot down, so it's easy to get a bubble with a lot of charge.
Yeah. And we got
Probably
LAB.
gonna
We
come
got
down.
LAB over here running Tracer Widow, and then Dallas obviously running Cyclic on Junkrat, because that's all I've ever seen him play. No offense, but that's literally all I've ever seen him play.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a good Junkrat.
That's debatable, dude.
Skillrat is prevalent, dude, in this meta. He just needs to be played properly. I think that red team here is looking like the better comp, just because a good Tracer will take care of a Junkrat, no problem.
Yeah,
And
they
they
got
simply
pretty
have
much
to win
mirrored
the Widow
comps
battle.
besides the second DPS. Like, they got same healers, same tanks, and they just got Tracer versus Junkrat. So that's really going to decide who wins this first point, is that DPS matchup, because everything else is mirrored.
You see Ana a lot. I mean, it really comes down to how she positions. Right now, like Tasty Cookie is moving up. Luckily, no one on her team's getting shot. So
Pretty
it doesn't matter
pretty
what she
useless
does.
projected barrier from Apollyon. Oh, Athena gets an opening pick.
Yeah,
And
ultimate
Athena almost
shot
dies to
charge right
Grub.
now.
Shenron letting his Widow die.
Trades.
Shenron letting the rest
Yeah,
of his
looks
team
like
die.
it's
Looks
just going in
like,
favor
yeah,
of
this
the
is gonna
red
go in LAB's favor here. The Tracer is definitely what they want here. Kigo is actually such a good DPS dude. He's really underrated. He never talks in the server, but he's just super underrated. The LAB game versus Seoul, he popped off. That was the oh, never mind, he got bodied.
Yeah, looks like they swapped on the Tracer from Widow. Now, Widow on the red team is pretty behind everyone else in terms of ult, so maybe we want to think about switching it up here just to get some more damage out.
LAB Widow here has absolutely no one to contest her because they're running Junkrat Tracer and no mobile tanks. So it looks like LAB is probably going to hold this to 80% or so before any kind of actual contest from Blue. That'll give Blue some time to build some ults. But I don't see LAB losing point control before like 88.
Red has already grabbed, and the blue team, they're only at 46% total.
Yeah, this isn't a comp you want to be running Zarya into. Their only DPS are Widow and Tracer. Those are very solo-y DPS. They're not spammy like a Junkrat. So,
I think a Roadhog would do them pretty good, or a Diva here.
I think I disagree with that simply because that's just feeding their Zarya. Interesting sleep from Zarazoro. And it looks like Dallas might be winning this. Okay, so I was like 10% off of my actual prediction. That's not bad. And I think they just opened this point up using Cyclic's Tire, getting 1 kill and pushing the rest of them back because they didn't know where it was coming from. They were just kind of scared of it and didn't want to push up much. Unit here has a shatter for this next fight. I feel like he's gonna get a really good shatter. Just depends on what Grub can do in the back line to distract.
Both teams have a nano, so it really comes
Ooh,
down to
Grub slapping him out of
commit at the
recall.
same
He's
time.
literally 20 health right now. Okay, so they have 2 opening picks, 3 opening picks now. And it looks
Red
like
is gonna take this. I don't know what was with the nano boost there.
she used Nano to
Interesting
heal
call.
him. I saw that. In my spectator, dude, it's not showing Nano on him. He did the voice line, but he didn't glow orange. That's pretty neat. So
Still
Polyon
Nano
here,
to heal
okay, I was
Polyon.
gonna say a big fat 40 charge now. Gonna get more from this. Oh, big play from
Wasted
Iwa, blocks.
shatter.
No, it wasn't wasted. Iwa blocked it with his 2 bubbles. Short stuff with the nano shatter popping off. Now Iwa, 104% into the round, is now just getting his grav. He might actually use it this game. We'll have to see about that.
He still has not charged his grab.
His average energy is probably about 18. I'm gonna spectate him for a bit and see. Oh, Grub in the backline. Never mind. This is exciting. Is he gonna kill a support? He has no pulse bomb. He has no blinks either. He's gonna have to recall here if he wants.
Left. No good.
Big grab. They will not use the sound barrier for this. Shenron's just gonna hold on to it. 3 of his teammates get grabbed.
99%. Interesting point there.
3 of his teammates get grabbed, and they have 99%, and he just holds his beat. That's not really a wise play from Shenron, but it looks like Dallas might still be holding. He was dead, still holding his grav. Currently 170% into the match, and he's still yet to grav. Athena picking 0 Zoro. Short stuff has no support here, so if they can kill him, they can recap point. Oh, now Shenron uses his ult, and it looks like Dallas is still gonna hold. Oh, short with another big shatter. Grub whiffs his pulse bomb, but I wonder, shall we see Iwa grab this fight? Let's find out.
That dies with tire.
There, he whiffed his grab. He threw his grab.
That grab. I mean, there's one thing if it takes you a whole match to get your grab, but to throw it away like that, kind of a double whammy, a bad decision.
Zero Zoro sleeping the Widow.
Yeah, he slept the Tracer.
He took way too long. Okay, he took way too long to sleep him there. If he had, or no, to kill him there. If he had nanoed his Ryan wouldn't have died, and he still would have been able to get the kill. Really good comeback from Dallas here, coming from 99 to
surprising
0.
To see them take that. It looked like it was definitely going in the favor of red team there.
Score 1-0.
I'd like to request Iwa to swap off Zarya here, because that entire round built and used one grab with 0 value. Yeah, it is kind of hard to watch. As a Zarya player, it's very hard to watch. I wouldn't be surprised if one team switches to goats here, because this map is very close quarters point.
I'll show them.
There it is. There it is from red team. Never mind.
I don't think the Widow
Interesting.
is gonna have
Okay.
value here.
Yeah, this isn't very much a Widow map. Okay, he's switching to the Hanzo. That's good. Grub is a really underrated Hanzo.
The Tracer is sitting in spawn for some reason. I don't know what his plan is.
I've just learned not to question things like that. Is Shenron gonna get a big boop here? Let's find out. Shenron is not. But short stuff is gonna take Athena off the edge. Kigo is gonna fight and kill the Hanzo here, maybe? Ah, Kigo gets an opening pick.
His team is very weak. D.Va is currently in a 5-on-1. Knocked out of mech. Looks like red team is probably gonna take this fight unless there's some serious changes from Dallas.
I don't know. Dallas is point control right now.
I would be very surprised. Yeah, red team.
Surprising pick from Athena on Reinhardt here. I've only ever seen her play Mercy. I don't know what she's doing on main tank.
I've seen her on main tank before. She can.
Oh, Athena gets booped. That's a feels bad.
I mean, blue team is getting some damage.
Unit coming up on his first grab here. Let's see if he can get a valuable grab.
Blue team's gonna have to avoid a big stagger fest here.
That's essentially what this fight's gonna be.
Yeah.
Unit is body blocking, currently trying to get back to his healers.
The DPS Moira ult, interesting choice here. Reinhardt's taking damage.
Unit has a grab here, so red team might be able to win this. Never mind, he dies, but blue team Reinhardt whiffs his shatter. Gets no value from it.
I've got to be honest here, I don't really know what I'm watching.
This looks really uncoordinated from both sides.
All over the place.
Dallas has 1 sub with Grub, and LAB has, I think, 2 subs. Yeah, with Athena and Apollyon. Apollyon is the better D.Va over here. He got his ult first. That objectively makes him better. Gilgamesh refusing to heal his Reinhardt that got charged.
They've got the red team. It just has no idea what they're doing here. They group up, they get pushed, and it looks like they all panic.
They should probably switch off of goats at this point, because at this point they're just feeding ults. They should have earlier. But they do have 2 ults coming up this fight.
Goats comp. The red team is just playing so uncoordinated that there's
Well,
no
they have the
real
Junkrat and the anti-heal, so it can counter it with the less coordination they have. But it looks like red team might take this fight if they can get an early kill. Short stuff is gonna get naded and then it gets eaten.
Reinhardt is
Huge
just getting
slam
off
from
every
Athena.
fight.
Athena just running through people. She's just gonna cap point on her own right now. Putting down a nice BME spray. Will anyone contest the point? Nope. Athena is alone on point with 160 health. This might not go too well. Now she gets a lunchbox from Brig. So Unit has his Grav here, and yeah, red team has.
They have a sound barrier.
They have Grav, sound barrier, and coalescence. I am expecting coalescence and Grav to go together.
Keep in mind, Shenron, last time they were grabbed, he neglected to use.
Oh!
Moira getting booped.
Cyclic kills red team Lucio out of beat. Also, don't mind my bit of T2 spectating there. I just watched the Zarya walk back from spawn while half the team fought. Don't mind that. I'm not a spectator.
They're gonna focus the Zarya down before she can get a grab off her, make sure they stay spread out.
That's the plan. I don't think that's gonna happen though. I think Cyclic might get soloed out here. That's at least 3 people in the Grav. Grub is dead. Shenron is going to possibly die here, or maybe not. This could actually go either way. Never mind, blue team seems to be taking it.
Blue team is looking very good here.
Polyon is left to contest point on his own. They should have taken a bit longer to stagger him. That would have been toxic and more fun to watch, but no, they just had to kill him. Shenron with the pay to mode over there.
There's a difference with subs if you have no real coordination, no idea how you play it. It shows in the gameplay.
Yeah, and especially if Unit is like the main shot caller and in-game leader for LAB, but when you have subs and players that are new to the roster, it's kind of hard to do. This is a massive shatter. This kills 2 people with the slam.
Now, this was only a few seconds after Unit shattered into the Zarya bubbles and got nothing.
It was a really good play from Iwa, but the bad play was the Grav. Will he get 10? No.
8. Looks like they're gonna drip him on those last 2 votes here.
Alright, so let's see what map is next. I believe it's Numbani, but I'm not exactly sure.
Now, LAB, pardon me, I'm not up to date. What does that stand for?
Battery. Los Angeles
right?
Battery, yeah.
Battery. Now, is it Los Angeles Battery or Los Angeles Batteries?
I'm not sure, but we're gonna see Blizzard World here. And I said in the chat, round 1 blue team Zarya was a resident sleeper, and someone said the master and respect Iwa, but he built and used 1 Grav in an entire 99 to 99 round.
You know, I think AKM gets a blade faster than that man gets a Grav. Oh, it looks like the pharmacy is coming out with an Ana and a Widow.
This will be an interesting
and
matchup.
From the other team as well.
If they have Grub on Far here, there's gonna be no one to contest, or there's gonna be no one to contest Athena on the Widow.
Yes, and no one that can test the Pharah really. Depends what they're gonna run here. Now, personally, I think Far Mercy Widow would be a little better on the defense comp. A lot easier to spam rockets when they're forced coming into you.
Yeah,
to
but the
Hanzo
combination of
contact.
Pharmacy and Damage Boosted Widow potentially has a lot of like one-hit potential to get opening picks.
Yeah, I mean potentially, but then you think of the last game that we watched, and there was a lot of potential for a lot of things going on that was never truly fulfilled.
Yeah. Let's see if Iwa can wake up and play a bit better Zarya on this map. Ruins isn't really a good map to play in general, though. Like, I don't like it on Zarya or just in general. I think it's the worst designed map in the game. But it can be rough on Zarya if you're playing into a comp that has no real bursty damage. Then you just aren't gonna get charge. But let's see if he can get some charge into the Widow, Pharah, Lucio.
Interesting dive comp with a Pharah and a Mercy, or a Pharah and a Widowmaker.
I think Red Team should have a Zen here instead of a Lucio, because the speed boost offers a benefit to no one, as they're all mobile anyways. The Zenyatta would be better to double pocket the Pharah and just to offer Discord. So I think that's just a really bad pick from Red Team there.
Rocket will one-shot a 200 HP hero with one rocket direct hit.
And Mercy heal
combo.
and Orb on Pharah makes her basically unkillable.
Looks like blue team will roll this fight.
Iwa is currently 6 charge. Is Pharah gonna get out of here? I think Pharah is. Widow might not. Okay, yeah, they're both gonna get out.
Charges. Everyone on blue team is over 60. Iwa is sitting here at 20%. I think it might be.
I'm
time
not
for
trying
them
to be
consider a different
toxic,
hero.
but it's just
It's
not a
just the
comp you want to
facts.
play Zarya into. Maybe now because
Looks like
they
they're
have the
switching
Rhine
off
Diva.
Winston.
They have Rhine Diva now, so this might be a bit better. But if he stays under like 30 charge for the next 2 team fights, I think he should just go Diva here to contest the Pharah some. Grub is literally 4 health right now. He's gonna get some heals from his Ana. But not before Athena kills Shenron.
Pharah coming up on the barrage.
Might have an opening here. 2 down for blue team. Red team might have an opening here. Iwa seems really out of position, like he doesn't know where he wants to be. But he is 100 charge and coming up on Grav. So this might actually go a bit better for blue team. Yeah, they're gonna nano a 90 charge Zarya. Kigo's gonna be eaten for breakfast, but not gonna get the finishing damage on him.
Pharah looks like she's having some trouble.
Dragon to zone in here for
anybody
blue
off.
team, but it works. Yeah, Kigo, he technically is uncontested when it comes to the DPS of blue team, but he's not getting anything done. Yeah, I think Iwa has finally woken up a bit. He's keeping his charge and he's dealing damage. He's got his Grav
He
now.
does have Grav already.
You say already, but we're over
Record
2 minutes
time.
in. Explain.
Already he has Grav. Curious to see if this will be a DH ult on the Pharah here, or if he will get some kills.
He was gonna die before he can get a chance to Grav. That's really big for red team.
I think we'll see the barrage here pretty soon. He really should use it right now. Let's get the win. Oh,
I don't think it was necessary right there. They were all shattered and there was already follow-up coming in. I feel like that was kind of a wasted barrage. Unless he plans on swapping.
I need healing. Let's get you that out.
I'd like to
that'll
see some
probably be a good
DPS swaps
choice.
here from both teams.
A little tougher to hide around the corners on Pharah on this point.
Pharah is still super strong here. I'd just like to see some DPS swaps. Widow is really good here, but I just don't feel it's a good pick into the blue comp because they're just standing behind the Reinhardt shield. And Short
does
seems
know
to
where to
hold
go.
that shield really well. Apollyon using all his Matrix and getting slept and just absolutely
Switches
bodied.
To Genji.
So instead of using the Grav to charge their Earth Shatter, they just grab Hanzo combo, and now they're down 2 ultimates with only 1 coming into this next fight.
The Genji challenges a 5-on-1 ends up falling there, staggering his team a little bit. Now Mercy's gonna use the res. Probably unwise.
They have a
considering the respawn
opening
2
pick
seconds
here.
away.
They have an opening pick here. Apollion's gonna use his projected barrier and his friendly barrier and get a total of 7 charge. That's just unlucky. Really bad
They
timing.
do have the nano here if the Reinhardt falls low.
Short stuff is going to shatter here very soon. As soon as he sees an opportunity, there it is.
Nano.
He gets 3.
Big
He's
shatter.
gonna be able to kill 2, and now Mercy's out of Valk, so maybe he can hit her, or she's just out of his range.
Looks like they've left.
I see Mercy has
Ana
watched the
to
new
defend for
Unit
herself.
Saber video, or not, fuck. I see Mercy has watched the new CarQ video and seen that moving forwards is faster than moving backwards, and she gets away from the Reinhardt. So blue team has 1 ult coming up this fight, red team has 2, but they still have some on. Ooh, short stuff blocks the shatter and blocks the charge. But will red team be able to get any value from this push. Blue team has used beat, and
the only ult they have coming up is the grab. The
Iwa
soldier
has gotten
just
his
runs
grab.
into the
This is
back
better.
line.
He's doing a lot better than Ruins. Dude, he might grab here, just catch both their tanks and the Lucio. That would be a smart play. Send him back really staggered. And guaranteed kill on the charged Zarya. If I were him, I would just solo grab their Zarya here to get rid of her. But now the team fight is over and it seems red team has lost it. If it was earlier, I would have just grabbed the Zarya to kill her with her high charge. And then no one else would have had value there. Yeah, we see Grub coming up on Dragons here. They're gonna use Grab and Dragons again this fight, because they already have Shatter ready.
Red team, nothing to defend against it. You've got the Moira who can fade out. That's really it. A lot of ults coming out.
Yeah, blue team
Dragon was a little
uses
low.
3 ults that fight, and they swapped off of someone, so that resets ult charge to 0. So they have both support ults coming into this next fight, this last fight, but that's all they have. Red team
Junkrat
has...
tires. He's already back to a quarter of his ult charge though.
Well, he swapped from Soldier.
Okay.
So that's why his was at 0. But LAB is coming in with just about 4 ults this next fight. So they have the clear advantage, and I wouldn't be surprised if they take second.
That Nano is strong. I mean, there's really no one to
Athena
stop
going on a
Nano right
flank.
now.
Will Athena shoot at anyone? She's looking at Grub, and she's not shooting at him.
I'm really surprised to see no Brigitte.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen a Brig in this entire series. That's actually surprising. Ewa's probably gonna die here to Tracer.
Blade.
Or maybe not. Will Athena kill Ewa here at 42 health? Oh, Athena will not! But they do get second. They distract Ewa from contesting. And will he die here? He finally died. So he's sent to respawn with his team. Very staggered.
Probably
Unit's still
best for
coming
him to
back.
die there.
Yeah. But he
Not
was
Blue team,
distracted
I would
and
just
didn't
get out of
touch
there.
point. Can you call that a C9? He was distracted with Athena and didn't touch point. Wasn't able to contest. We
Yeah, I
got
think that
Kigo
point would've
here,
gone
nowhere
either
near
way.
Blade. But he's probably gonna build it pretty quick. If he can deflect a fire strike here, or an anti or something, he can probably build his blade fairly quickly.
60 seconds remaining.
Both teams with a pretty even amount of ults
Interesting to
coming
see,
in.
though. The Hanzo would come off and grab
Both
that
shatters
to
come
get a
out
main
same
killer.
time.
Big
Blue
tire.
team's was obviously a
Minor.
lot bigger.
Die.
Will Apollyon be able to make it out with his charge? Kind of an early bubble for a walk back to spawn. So I don't think he's gonna
Yeah,
make it
looks
back.
like the Tracer should now. I think that's just poor Tracer tracking there.
Wasted pulse bomb there from red team. They could have comboed it. But it looks like they're gonna combo with Coalescence anyways, but be kept alive thanks to the Ana nade. They don't have anything to combo with that Grav, and they beat it, so no one dies from that Graviton. LAB looks like they're going to take this fight pretty convincingly if they don't lose anyone else.
Blue team really paid the price there for not killing that Zarya.
Oh yeah, they let the Zarya get out with her charge, and she was able to grab that early and just win the team fight that early. That was a really bad play from blue team. But now
Tracer.
red has maybe 1 ult coming, or maybe 2 ults coming into this next fight, whereas blue team has 1. It's a Junkrat tire, so it'll probably be big in an overtime fight. But if it gets destroyed, then I don't think Dallas is going to be able to hold this.
Yeah, they have Shatter. Moira's down. She
They,
would've had her
it's a
ult.
4v6 in favor of Dallas. They're not going to touch point. So Dallas is going to stop him
C9 off
10
the
meters
point.
short. Not a C9 if 3 people are dead.
Your team was defending.
I guess that's true. Still, C9, Z9.
To 2. Switching sides.
So they're going to push it about 10 meters short. And
I think
I
it would do both teams a lot of good to review this VOD.
Oh,
when it is posted, just to
absolutely.
see.
I think a thing I see a lot in every AHC game is really bad ult economy. Like
Yeah, 4
Soul
or 5
versus
ults at a time.
yeah, Soul versus LAB a couple weeks back. I remember we had to pause the game because trivia disconnected, and it was just after Soul won a fight when they used 5 ultimates to stop us after we just got second point on King's Row. They used 5 ultimates to stop the fight, and it was just a really bad play.
First push, they use Shatter, Diva Bomb, and Barrage all at the same time. Again, any one of those ults helps you quite a bit going into the next point.
And I
Gain
keep
some
seeing
momentum.
Grav Dragons, which is good and all, and it's a very convincing team fight winner. But if you're on defense and you're full 6v6, no team has picks, or even if you're 6v5 and they're down one, there's no reason to Grav Dragon when you can just Grav and use it to build other ultimates like an Earth Shatter. Because if you Grav, let's say you get 3 people, every Reinhardt swing in there is 225 damage, and that's like 22 ult charge or so. Like Reinhardt can swing 3 times in a Grav with 3 people in it and get 60 ult charge. Whereas using Grav Dragons, you use 2 ults and build none.
Opting for a Doomfist here. That should pretty effective against Genji.
Interesting positioning here from one of LAB's members on the ground. It's Genji, but still, I didn't see who it was at first. Doomfist is gonna go to point.
On point.
They're gonna drop to contest him. Oh, that's a unlucky charge. He got fucking scooped.
Very unlucky, and that is the life of a Doomfist player.
Unit might die here. He's taking a lot of damage.
Good bubble. Looks like he's going down though. Blue team really kind of strolls in without a problem, even after losing their Doomfist at the very beginning of the fight.
You're not main tanking if you're not feeding. So, looks like Unit is living up to that. Kigo is now on the Widow. Was he on the Widow to begin with? I don't remember.
He was on the Widow to start. I
Okay.
don't know.
I didn't see it at first. I was watching Genji.
Died. I just know that he died quickly. He does have the lowest ult charge of everybody in the game right now.
He might die again.
Doomfist
Oh, Doomfist almost died there. I feel like, although Doomfist kind of counters McCree, I feel like Red Team should switch to a McCree here, because if you can get a shot on Doom and bring him down under 200 HP before he jumps in, he's just going to die. If you bring him under 200 before he jumps in, he's essentially dead. That's going to be a free charge here. They're not going to charge it.
And the hammer. Ryan decides now to charge right into the Junkrat, not looking good for him.
But hey, he gets charged for his Zarya. He gets another 40 charge for his Zarya. Athena coming up on Blade here, and blue team is looking at 4, almost 5 ults into this next fight. To make that 3 looking at 4.
As well as the
Unit Boostio. Interesting. Athena is looking for a dash reset, but she just can't get it. She was shooting at 3 people under 50 health, and she just couldn't get a dash reset. She managed to make it out and kill Shenron here. LAB should be okay contesting.
I can almost guarantee that at least 3 ults are used on the ensuing Grav coming up here.
I'm calling Grav, Nano Blade, and Shatter. Nano, Grav, Blade, Shatter in 3. Yep, there it is.
Now, who did he shatter?
I didn't see personally. I was watching the Doomfist after their Shatter.
I think what happened was he got a little mistaken on the enemy's position, and he shattered in front of him on no one when there's 2 enemies behind him.
Yeah, that's just a bit unlucky.
Right, like
but yeah, again.
Only 2 from the blue team.
Grub gets a free kill in the back line. He might be able to make it out. He might just die though. We'll have to see.
Red team does have a good spawn here.
Yeah, although they used 4 ults, they're gonna pull out the Brig now to counter the Doomfist. I feel like he was gonna grab in about 5 seconds as soon as that Moira gets closer to the team. Yep, there it is.
Red team uses their last 2 ultimates, the Widow and the Moira. It looks like it's going in the favor of the blue team big time.
This just shows that even if you have 6 people versus 6 people on point, if you have no ults, you're gonna lose the fight. Athena is not dying, now she's dead. And Kigo is going uncontested here. Is Scrub going to be able to kill Kigo, or is Kigo going to be able to make it out? Kigo might be able to make it out, and with a free kill on a blue DPS. If Red Team had more people alive right here, they could absolutely go contest and push them off cart with that pick. Athena coming up on Blade, Apollyon coming up on Grav here, but those are the only ults we're seeing in the entire lobby. Short's coming up on Shatter, which will probably be pretty valuable. Athena is playing just kind of on her own right now. Yeah, she's looking for a Blade. She wants to get it and she wants to use it. LAB down 1 to start.
Happy with the Brig. A lot of ult's coming out.
Athena blading, and 0-0 misses his sleep dart, but still manages to damage him, and Athena gets no value from that. So LAB is just going to get rolled through here.
Little effort.
Yeah, that blade was quite underwhelming from what we've seen from Athena in the past.
Big charge on the Reinhardt, nano boost. Brigida is not going to like to see that. He gives up on the Brig, trusting his team to finish her off.
And there's no one there to contest. I'm going to have to cut the VOD here as soon as we're back in the lobby, and so it starts the next one, because I only have my recording set to an hour, so I will have to just cut the VOD and upload a part 2.
Big play of the game here.
Ah yes, high skill. High skill play of the game.
His ultimate nearly misses the grab.
He did miss the grab.
Storm arrow to finish up. He did get 2 kills with it.
But he missed the grab, like it wasn't hitting the people in the grab.
No,
Yeah, short stuff with the Earth Shatter card
high skill
again.
Tactic. Short stuff really shined here. He did a lot of work on Reinhardt. Plus the nano boost, that's a hard beam to stop when you're only running a Widow.
And when you just use all your ultimates in one fight, that can partly be blamed on the fact that LAB has 2 subs, but also that's just an issue in all these games that I'm seeing. Like top teams like Houston and London, they have really good ultimate economy. And
Yes,
bully me if you want, but Gibraltar, when SF played Houston in the playoffs, we had the absolute perfect economy. Like nothing was used or whiffed. Like nothing was used improperly. It was just the perfect ult economy. And even though they had better mechanical ability, they definitely, that didn't carry them into a team that just used their ultimates all properly. So it really just goes to show how important ultimates are.
And they may think, hey, I mean, we have